Chapter 1. The Origins and Birth of the Kadett, 1936 to 1940. In the 1930s, the global automotive market was dominated by major manufacturers, and Opel, one of Germany's largest carmakers, sought to expand its portfolio with more affordable models. In 1936, Opel launched the Kadett, a compact car that quickly became one of its biggest successes. At the time, Germany was undergoing a period of rapid industrial development, and the Kadett was a direct response to the growing demand for inexpensive and economical cars. Designed to be accessible to German families, the Kadett embodied Opel's ambition to be part of the everyday life of the average European consumer. The original Kadett was simple, with a modest engine and functional lines, but its major appeal lay in its affordability. The Kadett was equipped with a 1.0-liter engine, and despite being a basic model, it offered excellent value for money. During its initial production run, the car gained popularity among consumers for its robustness and reliability. Opel also stood out with its excellent network of dealerships and service centers, which ensured the Kadett's durability. However, with the outbreak of World War II in 1939, car production was drastically halted as Opel shifted to manufacturing military vehicles. The Kadett, along with many other models of the time, disappeared from the roads temporarily. Chapter 2. The Return and Reinvention of the Kadett, 1947 to 1959. After World War II, Opel, like many European automakers, faced the challenge of rebuilding its operations. Germany was in ruins, but demand for affordable and efficient cars was rapidly rising. In 1947, Opel resumed production of the Kadett, now redesigned with lessons learned from the war and changes in consumer needs. The new Kadett, launched in 1947, featured a more modern design and a more powerful engine. The body was redesigned, and the model gained comfort and functionality. Although Germany was in the process of rebuilding and facing resource shortages, Opel succeeded in releasing a car that stood out for its fuel efficiency and reliability, making it one of the most popular models of the time. The 1947 version, known as the Kadett A, quickly captured the European market. The Kadett's popularity was driven by its accessibility, and Opel managed to maintain a robust production even in difficult economic conditions. Throughout this decade, the Kadett became a symbol of affordable mobility for ordinary citizens, a true icon of a new era for post-war Europe. Chapter 3. Kadett expands globally, 1960 to 1970. The 1960s were a period of great growth for Opel. The company not only expanded production, but also ventured into new markets outside of Germany. In 1962, the second generation of the Kadett was launched with a more modern design and more powerful engine options. This generation was designed to compete directly with other compact cars of the time, like the Volkswagen Beetle and Ford Escort. Opel also took advantage of the rising popularity of midsize cars, offering the Kadett in various versions, including sedan and wagon variants. The Kadett's success in Europe was so strong that Opel began exporting the model to other continents. It gained significant traction in markets like Brazil, where it became one of the brand's best-selling models. During this decade, the Kadett came to symbolize affordability and quality, widely recognized for its durability and low maintenance costs. In the United States, the Kadett was also imported, though on a smaller scale. Even so, Opel managed to export a significant portion of its production to the North American market, solidifying its international presence. Chapter 4. Innovations and Challenges, 1979 to 1984. The 1970s brought a series of economic challenges and significant shifts in the global automotive market. The 1973 oil crisis had deeply impacted fuel consumption and directly influenced car buying preferences. In Europe, automakers faced a growing demand for more economical and efficient vehicles, tailored to a new type of consumer more aware of operating costs. In 1979, Opel launched the fifth generation of the Kadett, introducing a series of innovations in line with the needs of a changing market. This model was redesigned to be more aerodynamic and fuel-efficient, with a lighter structure and optimized engines. Known as the Kadett D, the new version stood out for its modernity, with more angular lines and a design that emphasized functionality without sacrificing aesthetic appeal. The Kadett D also offered more economical engine options, meeting the growing demand for cars with lower fuel consumption. This design shift aimed to meet the needs of more demanding consumers who sought a practical car for daily use, but also valued comfort and technology. The Kadett D came equipped with modern features for the time, such as power steering and advanced suspension systems, as well as a more comfortable and functional interior. This generation also introduced diesel engine options, appealing to a fuel-efficient and maintenance-conscious audience. The model became highly successful, particularly among European families, who viewed the Kadett as an affordable and economical solution for daily transportation. Opel complemented the model's innovations with an aggressive marketing strategy, expanding the Kadett's presence in international markets and reinforcing its image as a compact, reliable car. Chapter 5. Consolidation and the Future, 1989 to 2000. In 1989, Opel released the sixth generation of the Kadett, now called the Opel Astra, marking a new identity for the model. The name change was not just a marketing move, but a clear attempt to reposition the Kadett as a more sophisticated car, aligned with new market trends. The Astra retained the essence of the Kadett, but with a more modern design and a feature package that placed it in a higher category. The 1990s were a transformative period for the European automotive market. Competition intensified, with other compact models like the Ford Escort and Volkswagen Golf gaining momentum. To remain competitive, Opel needed not only to improve the Kadett, but also to adapt to the new economic and political realities of the time. The compact car market was saturated, requiring automakers to innovate to secure their market share. Opel rose to these challenges with creativity and determination. During this decade, Opel also began exploring new markets outside of Europe, especially in Latin America and Asia. The brand began exporting the Astra to countries like Brazil and Mexico, where the model achieved significant success, particularly for its cost-effectiveness. Chapter 6. Embracing Modernity, 2001 to 2014. In the early 2000s, the seventh generation of the Astra debuted, reflecting shifts in the automotive market. This model introduced numerous technological innovations, with a bolder design, more sophisticated interiors, and more efficient engine options. Additionally, it was one of the first Opel models to incorporate advanced connectivity technologies. Opel also began investing in hybrid and electric models, experimenting with new forms of mobility. While the Astra continued to be the brand's mass-market car, environmentally friendly options gradually became part of the lineup. With the increasing popularity of electric vehicles, Opel kept pace. In 2017, the brand introduced the Opel Ampere, a fully electric model that demonstrated Opel's commitment to a more sustainable future, aligning with stricter environmental standards in Europe and beyond. Throughout this journey, Opel maintained the Astra as a cornerstone of its lineup while preparing to meet new market demands, with an emphasis on electric and autonomous vehicles. Chapter 7. A New Era of Mobility, 2015-present. In 2015, Opel introduced the 10th generation of the Astra, featuring innovations in safety, efficiency, and connectivity. The brand made substantial investments in electric and hybrid vehicles, with the Ampere leading the transition. Opel also began exploring new forms of urban mobility, including partnerships for shared transport and micromobility solutions. Today, Opel has established itself as a brand focused on electric vehicles, moving toward a more sustainable and connected future. The evolution of the Kadett and Astra continues to inspire the brand's new models, reflecting Opel's commitment to innovation and quality.